Hi guys, hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to do the molar mass of a volatile liquid lab together. So if you've read through the lab procedure, you'll see that you'll need a hot water bath. So the first thing that I did was I got a beaker, filled it about 2/3 of the way full, and cranked up the heat on it. When it started bubbling a little bit, I turned it down. You always want to prepare your hot water bath ahead of time because it does take a while for it to warm up. When you do a hot water bath, you don't want to fill it all the way to the top with water because then when you submerge your test tube, it's going to overflow. So you want it about 2/3 of the way full or so. So let's read the procedure together. It says, place a stopper with a hole on a small test tube and find the mass of both together. So I have a small test tube here. I've warmed it up a little bit to make sure that it's dry and clean. Usually in a college lab, you would put it in the oven here. So I've had it in the oven for a while, and I have a stopper that has a hole in it. They sell them this way. And I'm going to mass both of them together. So go ahead and record your mass. Step 2 says, place about 1/2 milliliter of the unknown volatile liquid into the test tube, insert the stopper, and find the mass. So I'm going to use acetone, and I'm going to put about 1/2 milliliter, but to be honest with you, it does not really matter how much because any extra liquid is just going to evaporate. I think that's a little bit too much, a little bit less. And I'm going to stopper it and mass it again. And honestly, this mass does not really matter because we don't care about the liquid itself. What we care about is the condensed liquid at the end. So anyway, we're going to mass them. Record down your mass. Next step says, using a test tube holder, place the test tube into a hot water bath. Keep the test tube submerged with the stopper just above the water level. Measure the temperature of the boiling water. So with the test tube holder, I'm going to hold it into the hot water bath. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit so that it is boiling gently. And the idea here is that because this is a volatile liquid inside of the test tube, it's going to easily vaporize just with a little bit of warmth. And as it vaporizes, the vapor is going to escape from the hole here. So we kind of have to keep watching that liquid level. And when we see that all the liquid has vaporized, we need to quickly take it out and condense that liquid. I'm going to go ahead and measure the temperature of the water because that's going to be the temperature of the gas that's going to fill my test tube in here. And hopefully we'll try to keep our temperature steady. So we'll watch the temperature as it rises and then we'll record it. Still going up. Okay, it looks like it's about steady now. So go ahead and measure that. Okay. And again, we're going to keep watching this till it all kind of vaporizes. Almost done. Let's read the next step while we're waiting. Keep heating the water so the liquid inside the test tube vaporizes. As the liquid continues to vaporize, the excess vapor will escape out of the hole in the stopper. Keep the test tube in the water until all the liquid has vaporized. As soon as all the liquid vaporizes, quickly cool the test tube in an ice bath, dry it off, and find the mass of the test tube, stopper, and condensed liquid. So let's look at it, looks like it's ready. So we're gonna go ahead and submerge it in an ice water bath. And then we're going to dry it off and record our mass. So I'll take it out. And we'll try to dry it as fast as we can and as best as we can. And then we're going to mass it quickly. And hopefully you can see in the test tube that there is some condensed liquid in there. And we're going to measure its mass. So this should be the mass of the test tube, the stopper obviously, and then the condensed liquid. So this is the mass of the gas or the liquid that fills this test tube. The gas that fills the test tube, and so when we condense it, it turns it into a liquid. So now that we have the mass, the next step says record the barometric pressure. I'm going to go ahead to my barometer here so that you can measure the pressure. This is in inches of mercury, and the top one is the barometer, so this right here. Okay. And then finally, the last step asks you to find the volume of the test tube. So it says to find the volume of the test tube, use water displacement. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill it up with water. And the point of this is to find the volume of the test tube that was filled with gas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the stopper on it like this, because that was the volume of the gas that I had. And then what I'll do is I'm going to pour that water into a graduated cylinder so that we can measure the volume of that water, which will give us the volume of gas that was inside of the test tube. So go ahead and record the volume. All right, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.